So I'll turn to the audience again. I'll ask everyone a question. Who's heard of post-PTSD? Pretty much everyone. And it's important. A lot of people suffer from it. Who's heard of post-traumatic growth? 4 hands. Probably may have learned about it in my book.
Only 4 people.
The book's available in the bookstore downstairs.
When trauma happens, you know, people can grow from it. And the way they grow from it is they try to do some good with that. And that is what I tried to do with Adam Grant. I remember when Dave passed away so suddenly, and endless thank you to you and my other closest friends who really showed up and carried me through it. You know, so many people said, this is never going to get better. It's never going to get better. And what Adam Grant told me is that there are these cognitive mistakes people make that keep them from recovering from trauma, and there are 3. The first is personalization. It's my fault. You know, I should have known Dave had, you know, heart disease. I didn't know that. But could I have? Should I have? He didn't know that, right? You know, people personalize when things go wrong, and that is always, always a mistake. The second is permanence. It will always feel this bad, and it won't. It really won't. You have to believe that time heals. It doesn't heal perfectly, it doesn't heal all the time, but anyone who's ever been through something tragic will tell you that if you compare the early days to the later days, and some heads are nodding, I know I'm sitting in an audience where lots of people have been through things. It's part of the human condition. It does get better. And the second is pervasiveness, that it's not all aspects of your life. And counterintuitively, actually thinking about what could be worse is part of getting to what we need to get to, which is the gratitude for what's left. Adam Grant, who I wrote this book with, said to me about a month after Dave died, and he died very suddenly with no warning, you know, this could be worse. And I was like, really? My husband just like died, are you kidding? Like, what do you mean it could be worse? And he said, Dave could have had that cardiac arrhythmia driving your children. That's true. I could have lost all 3. And in that moment, I thought, oh my God, my kids are alive, I'm good. That counterintuitively, the times we feel sad, thinking about what could be better helps us think about what we still have. Tom and I, my husband now, we have 2 children. We are lucky, they are going to college. And we are surrounded by people who are saying, oh my God, our kids are going to college, and of course I feel that too. But then I remember, wow, I have a baby. I had a baby 18 years ago. He had a child 18 years ago, and they're going to college. What does that mean? They're alive, they're not sick, they're graduating. There's so much to be grateful for. Birthdays. If anyone ever says to me, oh my God, I'm growing old, I used to say that before Dave died. I never say that anymore. Because it turns out, you either grow older or you don't. That's it. Those are the only 2 options. There's no like, stay.
You grow older, you die.
The day I turned 50, if I hadn't lost Dave a few years before, I would have said to myself, and I'm sure to you, oh my God, I'm turning 50, I'm so old. I turned 50 with joy. Dave never did. Like joy. And that is the post-traumatic growth. And the good news is you can have it even without the tragedy. Right there. Tell people not to complain about their age.
Yeah.